Ni kitako tuna mengi.
Mapenzi yanapoanza watu huitana baby na majina mengine matamu matamu, lakini baadaye penzi linapogeuka na kuwa shubiri,
mtu anafikia kwenda kumtafuta mke mwingine.
Itakuwaje?
Yule wa kwake nyumbani labda hajamridhisha.
Ni sawa ama vipi Malkia?
Dadangu, wanaume ni kama maembe.
Huyu ni mwanamume atakuja abadiliki.
Mwanaume mwenye wanawake wengi hata katika uchumba, kwenye ndoa ataendelea. Mtu na tabia yake hawachi. Ile umbo la kike likishaanza, kila kitu kishaanza kuwa mahali pake.
Ningependa kukuona.
Sijaenda mahali ambapo mimi nilisikia mtu ati huyu alikuwa shujaa, alikufa katika mstari wa mbele wa ndoa. Sijawahi sikia mimi.
Looking for an office space? 4th Avenue Towers is a professionally designed 25-story executive office that is conveniently located at the heart of the medical and legal services square within community area. The office is easily accessible from both Valley Road and Ngong Road. Professionals and business people now have the opportunity to own a premium piece of office space, the optimum choice for the modern professional. Key utilities include 24-hour security with CCTV surveillance, high-speed internet access, ample and secure parking, high-speed elevators, power backup generator, open rooftop and a restaurant. 4th Avenue, an amazing product of Fusion Capital. Fusion Capital, rooted in the African growth story.
Hello there and good evening. Welcome to the 27th day of October 2023, and there's Friday center stage tonight. We are talking about the gospel music industry, the highs and the lows. Does it make money? Do the artists sing for the money or for Christ? Those are the top of the questions that we're going to be analyzing tonight here on the center stage as we speak to Hollister, Shadi Hollister, who is a young budding gospel artist in the country. But before we get into all of that, we have prepared stories from across our 47 counties. Here are our top stories.
Tonight on Lookup Weekend.
The examinations are secure. They are in the 576 containers.
We have really prepared, especially the last year class 8 we have read.
Ready for the national exams. NEC assures parents of exam credibility and security as KCPE and KCSE expected to kick off next week.
Sisi tunawapatia nafasi waende wa renew license yao, alafu waendelee na biashara. Wasipo renew license yao, mambo ni matatu.
The government has streamlined the mining sector to be the country's key driver of the economy, says President William Ruto. LSK in the spotlight following the rise of fake lawyers in the country. And tonight, the gospel takes center stage as Shadi Hollister brings the industry in studio.
Welcome to the broadcast. This is Look Up Weekend. I am Nancy Nalima. Our sign language interpreter for tonight is Felista Adundo. Do let us know where you're watching as from across all the social media platforms where we are at Lookuptv on X, Lookuptv on Facebook, and Lookuptv on our YouTube channel. Let's begin. President William RUTO has said that the government has streamlined the mining sector to be the country's key driver of the economy. Speaking after opening the Voi Gemstone Valley Addition and Marketing Center in Taita Taveta County on Friday, President RUTO noted that a raft of reforms have been introduced to revive the sector. He said the revival of the sector remains key to accelerating the processing of construction and industrial minerals, thus contributing to the economic growth of the country.
Speaking after opening the Voi Gemstone Value Addition and Marketing Center in Taita Taveta County on Friday, President William RUTO noted that a raft of reforms have been introduced to revive the sector.
Tumekubaliana vile vile ya kwamba sekta hii ya mining iliachwa nyuma siku nyingi. Hatukuweka pesa ya serikali ya kutosha ili kufungua rasmi sekta ya mining. Ilikuwa inaendeshwa jua kali, inaendeshwa na wafanyabiashara wa kibinafsi, inaendeshwa na uwezo wa watu binafsi. Sasa tumesema tunaleta uwezo wa serikali katika sekta ya mining, kwa sababu tunataka kuongeza ile mapato inatoka sehemu ya mining kutoka 1% ya GDP mpaka 10% ya GDP. Kwa ile reforms tumefanya, tunataka kuongeza pesa ambayo itakuja tutagawana na wananchi kutoka 3.8 billion ya this year mpaka 15 billion in the next 2 years. Ndio pesa nyingi ziweze kufikia wananchi kutokana na royalties.
He argued that the transformation of the mining and minerals was on top gear with a view of increasing revenues from the sector.
Ya tano, tumekubaliana tuko na watu wako na leseni. Wamekaa na leseni miaka 10, miaka 20, miaka 30, hawajawahi kufanya renewal. Tuko na watu 1400 ambao wanaendesha biashara hii kinyume ya sheria. Sisi tunawapatia nafasi waende wa renew license yao, alafu waendelee na biashara. Wasipo renew license yao, mambo ni matatu. Maneno kwisha. Ama namna gani?
The head of state said the move has led to a significant increase in the sector's performance and economic contribution.
Na tumekubali kama serikali, sasa artisanal miners wote tutawapanga kwa cooperative ili tuweze kuwasaidia vile wataendesha hiyo biashara.
Brian Amwai, Lookuptv, Nairobi.
Moving on, learners in areas affected by insecurity, including Baringo, will sit for the Kenya Primary School of Education and Assessment KPSEA and Kenya Certificate of Primary Education KCPE, which is scheduled to commence on Monday. This is according to NEC CEO Dr. David Nyanjare. Speaking at Arthur River Primary School, Dr. Nyanjare said the Ministry of Education is closely working with the Ministry of Interior and coordination to ensure the learners are traced and facilitated to do their examination without interruptions.
With just 2 days left for candidates countrywide to sit for the highly anticipated KCSE and KPSEA examinations, the Kenya National Examinations Council, through its CEO Dr. David Njagere, has exuded confidence that it is set for the examinations.
So the strategies we have put in place are adequate to ensure that even if there will be El Nino or enhanced rains in any part of this country, we will make sure that the exams are delivered and conducted kulingana na vile tumeweka. Mambo ya security pia, Ministry of Interior iko na watahakikisha kwamba hakuna mtoto hata mmoja atakosa kufanya mtihani kwa sababu ya maneno ya security.
Njagere, who spoke while in Athi River Primary School, has assured all students that the examinations have not been tampered with and therefore all candidates will have an equal opportunity to compete fairly.
Hakuna mtu hata mmoja katika Kenya hii ataiona kabla ya ile siku ambayo hiyo mtihani inatakikana kufanywa.
Neema Wanjiru is a pupil from Roots Academy in Nakuru County, is among the 1.4 million candidates in the country expected to sit for the KCPE examinations this year.
We have read day and night, and I believe that we are well prepared for the exams.
According to Collins Odhiambo, the school's head teacher, everything is set for 228 KPSEA and 250 candidates respectively.
We are happy that we are coming to the end of the 844 system. 38 years has been long having the 844.
Elsewhere in Kiambu County, students and teachers from Limuru Town School have followed suit by doing rehearsals for the examinations ahead of Monday.
I want to say we are happy because our teachers and our parents have done the necessary. We have guided our learners. They are well prepared. So today I was just handing them over to the supervisors and the invigilators.
The Kenya Certificate of Primary Education, which will commence on Monday, with candidates sitting for mathematics, English language and composition, will mark an end of era for 844 system of education, which was launched in 1985. And finally, a 23-year-old teacher from St. Lilian Academy in Gikambura village in Kiambu County has been arrested for alleging to be in possession of the forthcoming 2023 national examination papers for both primary and secondary school. The suspect, Nicholas Ngumbau Kalewa alias Mr. Examiner, was arrested by detectives attached to the Kenya National Examinations Council. The suspect had opened over 10,000 WhatsApp and Telegram accounts where he was hawking the fake examination papers at a partly 1,500 shillings per paper and 2,000 for a complete examination paper with its marking scheme. Beatrice Kageha, Lookuptv.
Staying on education matters, the free secondary education that has benefited millions of learners for the last 15 years could come to an end if the government adopts a proposal by school principals seeking to increase fee for all types of secondary schools, signaling more difficult times ahead. John Matava looks at what could be another bane for parents as they seek to send their kids to school.
It will be a major blow for parents as the future of free secondary education now hangs in the balance after a proposal to end it in the year 2024, following a new proposal by the Kenya Secondary Schools Ed Associations. Parents whose children are in the national schools will have to pay 19,628,000 more, an increase from 53,554 Kenyan shillings to 73,182 Kenyan shillings. At the same time, the school principals proposed an increased fees in the extra county and county schools from 40,535 Kenyan shillings to 66,023 shillings. This represents a rise of 25,488 Kenyan shillings. If the new proposal is successfully adopted, students in the day secondary schools who used to pay for food only will now pay 5,372 Kenyan shillings. This means only primary school students will continue to receive free education from the government. John Matava, Lookuptv, Nairobi.
And elsewhere, two suspects connected in the abduction and subsequent murder of taxi driver Evans Bikundo Morache, whose body was recovered at River Sagana on October 14th, have been arrested by Nairobi Region Crime Research Detectives following a night-long operation in Nyeri and Kajiado counties. The two, Stanley Collins Muthika and Kennedy Murimi Kinyo, were arrested in Nyeri's Ruringu village and Ole Kasasi Ungata Rongai in Kajiado North, respectively. The deceased's disappearance was reported by his wife Teresa Masesi Keruba at Mihango Police Station on October 14th, indicating that he and his vehicle, a Toyota Vitz KDH 833M, had been missing for 3 days. The deceased's phone was also offline. President William Ruto on Friday announced that he has slashed the executive's travel budget by 11 billion shillings. He made the remarks while in Taita Taveta during the launch of Voi Gemstone Valley Addition and Marketing Center.
Imepunguza ile pesa ya watu kurandaranda na kuzunguka. Niliona jana watu wa magazeti wanasema nimepunguza milioni 500. Hapana, si milioni 500. Nimepunguza bilioni 11 ya wale wote wanaosafiri kwenda sijui conference, wanaenda sijui workshop, wanaenda sijui benchmarking, wanaenda sijui kufanya nini, mambo ambayo hayana faida kwa wananchi wa Kenya. Tumesema safari itakayogharimiwa na wananchi wa Kenya iwe ni safari italeta pesa, italeta waegezaji, ama ilete manufaa kwa wananchi wa Kenya. Kama wewe unaenda kufanya kuzurura, ama wewe unaenda sokoni kwenda kununua marinda, ama kwenda kununua jeans, ama kwenda kununua viatu, wewe tafuta pesa yako, wewe uende kufanya hiyo kazi. Pesa ya wananchi ya Kenya haiwezi kutumika kwenda kufanya shopping. Tunapunguza pesa ya travel ya all government departments and all sectors.
A Kenyan by the name Bryson Agot has given the Directorate of Criminal Investigation, DCI, 30 days to investigate cases of fake lawyers, failure to which he is going to court. Speaking today at Milimani Law Courts in Nairobi, Agot claims the Law Society of Kenya is aware of the major fake lawyers but has failed to take up action. Mervyn Getembe now reports.
He wrote a letter atop the DCI calling for probing into the conduct of the LCK that has led to the mushrooming of fake lawyers all over the country, leading to Kenyans falling victims of fraudulent activities led by the so-called lean friends. Agot has accused LSK of turning a blind eye to the issues that has been happening for a long time.
Letter that I took to the DPP physically, but I'd also mailed an advanced copy through the email. I wrote a letter to the DPP giving him an ultimatum of 30 days to prosecute the president of the Law Society, Mr. Eric Deuri, and the director of practice standards of the LSK, because they're the ones who actually breed and protect fake lawyering in the Republic of Kenya.
Moreover, he has presented a list of the people he wants to be investigated with the DCI in the LSK office, where he listed other fake lawyers.
In a nutshell, I'll tell you that the problem is not Brian Mwenda or those other people who are purportedly practicing fake law. The problem is the rot in the Directorate of Practice Standards at LSK. I've written so many letters and so many emails. I've followed up in person. But the same way on how I was embarrassed in court when I was trying to move the court to exercise the magisterial obligation to arrest a suspect who was in court, not to escape, I was the one who was like on the wrong.
Agot also wants JSC investigated
on the DPP that this case of Brian is a better case really, where you can actually enter nolle prosequi in order to release him and then use him as the key witness against the industry of fake lawyering, which is actually superintended by Eric Deuri. And
this comes amid a court battle that has seen lawyers accused of faking their qualifications in order to walk the corridors of justice. Mervyn Getembe, Lookuptv, Nairobi.
And the lawyers to watch right on the radar right there. And that story takes us on a very short break here on the program. When we come back, we'll be running you through a few stories and of course getting into a conversation of the day on center stage. We are talking about the gospel music industry through the eyes of Shadi Hollister, who will be in studio in just a few minutes. Don't go too far.
Introducing the Kenya Trade Fair Fusion Sales Drive event in the heart of Nairobi at the Kenya National Archives. It's not just an event, it's sales generation with a remarkable return on investment. Get ready to let your booth do the talking as you study new market trends with lots of entertainment featuring traditional live bands, DJs and artists. For vendor registration, call 0724 715 334 or 0713 907 584 or 0723 861 173.
Infinity Industrial Park is one of the largest private industrial parks located along Eastern Bypass, Nairobi, which provides modern infrastructure for smooth operations for industries and business enterprises. Infinity Industrial Park offers world-class amenities and facilities with wide roads, a police station, a power substation, fire station, public transport stage, hospital, and shopping mall. In addition, Infinity Industrial Park also offers CCTV cameras, 24-hour private armed security patrol, sewer, water, fiber optic cable, and 3-phase power connection, added to public utility, canteen, and dining areas. Sail on the golden opportunity to invest in Infinity Industrial Park fully serviced warehouses at a special price of 3,569 Kenyan shillings per square foot. For more inquiries, visit our website infinityindustrialpark.com.
Welcome back. This is Look Up Weekend, and we are ready to continue informing you about stories that are making headlines across the country. Nancy Nelima here and Felista Adundo on the sign language interpretation. Let's continue. 4 of the 27 persons nominated by President William RUTO to serve as ambassadors, high commissioners and permanent representatives of the Republic were today vetted by the National Assembly Foreign Relations, Defense and Intelligence Committee. Stanley Lugaria now reports.
Vetting of individuals nominated by President William RUTO to serve as ambassadors, high commissioners and permanent representatives with Jeremy Nyamaso Ndola, who was nominated to Juba, South Sudan, final nominee of the day with over 150 million shillings net worth, currently serving as the Deputy Director of Financial Services in the National Intelligence Service NIS since August 2013. The committee felt his appointment as a demotion from a topmost office in the country, an office holding budgetary allocation of more than 1 billion shillings as a Deputy NIS Director, to an ambassadorial role with a mere less than 80 million shillings budget allocation.
The first question is if you have ever been to South Sudan yourself. And the second question is what areas of collaboration between Kenya and South Sudan that you will pursue and prioritize in case this committee approves your nomination.
Have the requisite experience. It's not easy working for 2 years. Working in the most critical ministries and departments. Defense is not easy. I was deep in the operations of defense. I've been deep in the operations of the National Intelligence Service, and I believe I can deliver.
Others who appeared before the Departmental Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations include Ambassador George Morara Orina Addis, destined for Kenya's Addis Ababa Ethiopia office, with an approximate net worth of 112 million shillings, having served in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs as the Director of Foreign Service and a career diplomat who negotiated over 36 resolutions for the United Nations, alluding there has been a diplomatic tiff between the 3 neighboring countries, Kenya, South Sudan and Ethiopia, that he will be seeking to resolve, promising to ensure Kenya benefit from the Asian support through Ethiopia, which is the largest benefactor in Africa.
What would you be able to do in terms of your diplomatic engagement if you were to be appointed in order to bring that particular project onto the national Kenya-Ethiopia agenda.
Concern is on the issue of human trafficking. You realize that there's a lot of movement of Ethiopians from Ethiopia, and Kenya happens to be the highway.
One of the guiding principles of our foreign policy is the principle of the sanctity of our territorial integrity of the Republic of Kenya.
Colonel retired Sheikh Ahmadi, the presidential nominee for ambassador to Kinshasa in the Democratic Republic of Congo, revealed that his first task upon approval will be restructuring the staff and assign one extra office in Lubumbashi to enhance efficiency.
Put in place the formula for the armed forces which is being used today.
Professor Peter Ngure, who has been nominated to serve as Kenya's permanent representative to UNESCO in Paris, France, currently the Deputy Vice Chancellor for the Academic Affairs at St. Paul's University, with an estimated net worth of 40 million shillings, promised to steer intergovernmental relationships. The vetting process resumes on Monday with 15 more nominees left so far. Stanley Lugaria, Lookuptv.
Now, 3 Machakos Level 5 hospital employees have been arrested for stealing cash from a patient who had been released from the facility. The 3 who included a nurse, cashier and a patient attendant were caught by the devolution unit, which is in charge of security in the facility.
Their days seems to have been numbered, and on this night, what they had been doing during the night came to light. Employees of Machakos Level 5 Hospital were on the receiving end for allegedly taking money from a patient who had been released earlier from the hospital. The nurse, the cashier and the patient attendant were frog marched the nearby police station, bringing an end to their years of service at the facility. Health Minister Dr. Daniel Yumbia said that the trio received 5,000 after presenting a fake receipt of 10,800 to the patient's relative, and the hospital receiving only 100 shillings.
Mmoja wa relatives wa mgonjwa kwa hospitali alifika hospitali na akatoa pesa za ongo kwa Faith Yetumo, Janet Ngatia. Faith Yetumo ni kashia, ako hapa. Janet Ngatia ambaye ni patient attendant na nurse anaitwa Felicitas Luke. So jinsi ambavyo mambo ilitendeka ni kwamba huyu patient attendant ndiye alikuwa mtu wa connection. Akapewa 5,000, mgonjwa hako na bili ya 10,800. Alafu sasa message ikakuwa edited. County government ya Machakos ilipata shilingi 100. Lakini risiti ikatolewa 10,800.
Moreover, he added that the facility has cartels and the arrest of the 3 individuals will serve as an example to other individuals with the same motive.
Jambo lile muhimu ni moja, kwamba pesa ya serikali haitachukuliwa na mtu mmoja. Wizi hautatendeka tena kwa hospitali. Ili iwe funzo kwao na kwa wengine, wao tunawaacha hapa police station. Walakini nafasi hii nachukua kuwajulisha ya kwamba nimewafuta kazi. Sasa tumemalizania hapo kwa hapo.
Bikadenyi, Lookuptv.
Moving on, residents of Kambi Sheikh village in Burat ward of Isiolo County are up in arms following a move by soldiers from the Kenya Defence Forces School of Infantry, SOE, to halt the burial of a 38-year-old woman following a land row.
They had gathered here all in a somber mood to bid their loved one a goodbye. The earth is still red, fresh from the digging, what would have been the final resting place of the deceased. However, their desire to finally rest their kin was hurtled by the KDF soldiers. The 38-year-old woman sent off in Burat area of Isiolo was halted due to a land tussle with local MCAs condemning the incident.
The residents of Isiolo all the integral right to live on this land because they are the owners and the county government is custodian. It is very unfortunate to see that KDF yesterday dispersed the mourners on the ground where we are standing. It is very unfortunate. This is rituals that the pastoralists and other communities have enjoyed over time.
The soldiers are laying claim to over 10,000 hectares of land between Lewa River and Isiolo River, seeking to displace over 20,000 people, 6 primary schools, 3 secondary schools and 3 dispensaries in a bid to expand their training base.
Sasa sisi nauliza, sisi ni mama wazee, tunauliza sasa sisi naenda wapi? Angalia sasa pile tuiko saa hii, hizi ni wazee, hakuna macho, hakuna nini, wazee imekuvia hapa na sisi tunamwambia ama wapi? Tunataka aleze sisi pale tutaenda, kwa sababu jeji ni watoto yetu. Tunakubali kwa sababu hata kama haiko na linda hata sisi, lakini kulinda sasa mahali sisi natoka na mambia dokeni, mahali tunakaa dokeni. Watoto sasa iko nafanya mitihani na sisi wenyewe tunakaa baribari na mna hiyo, tunasema sasa tutafanya nini? Na jeshi nazimama na bunduki, sasa tutafanya nini?
Catherine Saina, Lookuptv.
The police in Samburu County have nabbed 263 cartons of illegal second-hand generation alcohol known as Bob Marley at Suguta Marmar barrier, following the tip-off from residents. Samburu County Commissioner Henry Wafula said that one person has been arrested following the incident and is being held at Maralal Police Station as they wait for enforcement of officers from KRA to charge the culprits. This and more in the Security Watch with Gail Aluda.
In efforts to crack down illicit brew, police in Samburu County have nabbed 263 cartons of illegal second-hand generation alcohol following a tip-off from area residents. In the hunt, one person was arrested and is currently being held at Maralal Police Station as the search for others continues. County Commissioner Henry Wafula has warned anyone selling alcohol to students, saying they will be arrested and their licenses revoked.
Wananchi wa Samburu vile nimewaeleza walitupasha habari vitengo vyetu vya usalama, wakatueleza kwamba kuna gari wanashuku ya kwamba imebeba pombe haramu. Basi askari wetu wa pale Suguta Marma, ambaye tuko na roadblock yetu kubwa ambayo inakuingiza hapa kaunti yetu ya Samburu, wakawa imara na wakawa chonjo. Walipokuwa chonjo wakafanya kile tunaita search, magari yote ambayo yalikuwa yanapita, ndio wakapata hizi carton zaidi ya pombe haramu, ile tunaita second generation alcohol.
Residents living near Urwamuthambi River in Kagio, Kirinyaga County, were shocked after the body of a 38-year-old man was found dumped in Wanyika waterfall. The body was discovered by 2 boys who had gone swimming, and they reported the matter to the area assistant chief, who responded promptly with police officers.
Wakati tumefika hapa tumepata ya kwamba ni kweli tumepata kijana ama mwanaume tu anaweza kuwa kati ya umri wa kati ya miaka 35 hadi 40, na ambapo tumeweza kupata ripoti tu za mwanzo tu ya kwamba anaweza kuwa ametoka katika Kinoi location upande wa sublocation kwa upande ya Kirinyaga Central.
A family in Ndia, Kirinyaga County, is counting losses of property worth millions of shillings after a fire gutted down their homestead last night. According to the residents, the fire may have started as a result of an electric fault. Peter Mudhi, the house owner, stated that nobody was in the house when the fire broke out.
Ilianza kwa table room na kilipoanza watu hawakujua inatokea wapi kwa sababu hakukuwa na mtu. Moto ikalipuka. Aliyoona moshi akapiga nduru. Alafu akakimbia. Sasa hakuna mashini ilikuwa karibu, tuna maji. Ile mashini ya kupiga maji kwa mitaro. Hiyo ndio imecontain moto. Hakuna kitu kimeokolewa, kujumali yote imeungua. Na sisi tumesimama kwa table room ya hiyo nyumba.
Aludagal, Lookuptv.
A good time for us to take another very short break here on the program, but our very own Oronje Kusimba will be back with some sporting action. Don't go too far.
Infinity Industrial Park is one of the largest private industrial parks located along Eastern Bypass, Nairobi, which provides modern infrastructure for smooth operations for industries and business enterprises. Infinity Industrial Park offers world-class amenities and facilities with wide roads, a police station, a power substation, fire station, public transport stage, hospital, and shopping mall. In addition, Infinity Industrial Park also offers CCTV cameras, 24-hour private armed security patrol, sewer, water, fiber optic cable, and 3-phase power connection, added to public utility, canteen, and dining areas. Sail on the golden opportunity to invest in Infinity Industrial Park, fully serviced warehouses at a special price of 3,569 Kenyan shillings per square foot. For more inquiries, visit our website infinityindustrialpark.com.
Introducing the Kenya Trade Fair Fusion Sales Drive event in the heart of Nairobi at the Kenya National Archives. It's not just an event, it's sales generation with a remarkable return on investment. Get ready to let your booth do the talking as you study new market trends with lots of entertainment featuring traditional live bands, DJs and artists. For vendor registration, call 0724 715 334 or 0713 907 584 or 0723 861 173.
A very good evening and thank you for staying with us. It's a good day to have sports. Now, to start us off, Impala Rugby Club is hopeful for a perfect rebuild, with their main aim being bouncing back to the Kenya Cup after missing out. The Ngong Road-based club is currently playing in the championship, which is scheduled for kick-off in less than 30 days. Our very own Robert Chacha attended their team's training session and filed the following report.
The 2022-2023 rugby season has not been easy for the Impala rugby team after Big Blow being relegated the Division 2 championship. Although the team's season is taking a big turn as the club's technical staff is aligning for revamp. According to the new coach Christopher Manjale, the club is focusing on a slow build-up with their main aim being bouncing back to the Kenya Cup League.
What we intend to do this season is to win the Kenya Cup Championship unbeaten. That's our task, to get back to Kenya Cup.
The Ngong Road-based side has reinforced their squad with the new faces to improve the team's performance and the match-up with the other rugby giants.
We're training as hard as we can get. We're trying to get to as many game scenarios as we can, and also just trying to analyze our teammates based off the little footage we have, and also just trying to see what you can do to match them.
According to the club's captain Cosmas Valentino, the boys have blended well with the new team, and their aim is to have their first win against Strathmore in their floodlights meetup.
So our main goal is kurudi Kenya Cup this season, next season I mean. So pole tu tunajua tutaachieve because we have good players, we have a mixture of younger players and senior players. So we are doing well, we are preparing well, and we hope that we'll make it to Kenya Cup.
Impala team has been participating in the national championship for the last one season. Their hope under the new management of Christopher Manjala is to bounce back in the Kenyan Cup and compete the giants such as KCB and Cabras. Robert Chacha from the Impala grounds, Nairobi.
And now just a reminder that the 40th edition of the Impala Floodlights is currently on, and tomorrow will be the finals of that specific competition. And guess what? Impala will be taking on Strathmore, and of course USIU will be up against JKUAT, and now the big one will be KCB up against Nondis. It's a repeat of the previous, or rather the last floodlights competition. Now over to some matters football. Troubles seems to be the now new norm for Football Kenya Federation Premier League 12-time winner AFC Leopards as they seek to outsource their first 3 points this season against a spirited Nzoia Sugar. Brian Mose sought to round up what could be troubling the AFC Leopards team. Take a listen.
AFC Leopards have been struggling since the start of the 2023-2024 FKF PL season, recording 4 draws and 3 losses. AFC started the season under coach Tom Juma, who took over from Patrick Ausems since he did not renew his contract with the team. AFC fans lost hope in Tom Juma after winless form, pushing the team management to fire him and appoint Thomas Trucha.
Wacha tumpe time. Kila kitu ni time. Bola kuna venye unaweza kuja uanze leo na uweze kucheza venye inafaa. Kwanza kuja acheze na players ajue wenye anaweza toa, wenye anaweza maintain kwa team. Alafu mambo itakuwa tu sawa.
Kenya naweza sema kuja coach mpya kuja kwa timu sioni ka wangemwara sana, wangempea tu muda kidogo waangalie jonye bado au kujua wachezaji.
Trucha has so far led AFC through one match against Bandari, but even with a change in the coaching, the efforts have not borne any fruits yet.
After mixed reactions on AFC Leopards form, now eyes are set on their match against Nzoia Sugar. Reporting for Lookuptv, I'm Brian Mose.
Now over to some boxing action where Francis Ngannou has raised plenty of eyebrows in the boxing and UFC world with their fight in Saudi Arabia scheduled for Saturday, the biggest crossover showdown to date. The Gypsy King had been criticized by many fans for accepting the fight against Ngannou, with fans having been desperate to see him face Ngannou. The showdown with the Fury has only further raised the profile and bank balance of the Cameroonian star, who will earn the biggest payday of his career. Now, far from an Andre Onana and of course Harry Maguire heroic, we now cross over from the Champions League, and just to brief you that the EPL is on with the English Premier League, which continues this weekend with 8 matches scheduled to take place in today's match. Crystal Palace take on Tottenham Hotspurs. Other matches being played this weekend are as follows. Now that has been my time, because that is all for sports, and just to usher in the big weekend, which is sports, and the weekend it's all about sports. Now from me, I'm just handing over the baton to Nelima, who will be up with Center Stage, and guess what? It's a gospel artist, so stay tuned just to know more in regards to that specific topic. But from me, Oranje Kusimba is my good name. See you over the weekend.
Coming up on Center Stage tonight, we talk about the gospel industry, the challenges, and what it means to create music in Kenya. Young gospel artist Shadi